afraid of the bounce. See, when your things levels got to change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar look a piece, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar look a piece, wanna see some more.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Right to the air is Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. David Ojabo running in to take him down. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll run for it with Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Henry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's gets put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Henry again, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charlie Kolar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's to the former Cardinal and Raven. It's Hollywood Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. The Chargers at 500, sitting at 5-5. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. Complete. It's Johnson. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From the gun, Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Jackson to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert running left off the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 34 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Pass out left finds Johnston. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice Chargers pick up the 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
taking it right down Broadway. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Herbert now. He gets it to Johnston. Now here's a timeout as we're going to get with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chargers 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together.
On Herbert, his third interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That is caught. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we get...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason fighting his way through contact. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marquise Brown, 45 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Dicker down, attack on the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Johnson's got it complete. Fighting through it. He's got space. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. Inside handoff. Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA! Ladd McConkey, 71 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Again, it's Henry.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'd be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing, Herbert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if you tie the game, they couldn't go any farther? They had